this is a palette challenge. I think with this I want to make a cool forest creature, but I don't quite yet know exactly what I'm gonna do. I want to do something maybe with like moss and whatnot. Yeah, maybe he's wearing a cloak of moss, has a big old eyeball. That looks fun. Maybe horns, kind of like antler horns. Maybe I'll make the legs a lot longer, almost like fawn legs maybe. Long arms and bushy hands, or I guess these are paws more like. Maybe the pupil is a little bit pointier like that. Fix up these horns a bit here, make it wearing more of a cape like thing, and some patterns going on here. Maybe mini horns on the shoulders. Should it have a neck is the question. Yeah, let's make it have a neck and just see what that looks like. A mid-size one, or do you think a skinny neck like so? Or kind of like no neck at all. Maybe it has its neck covered by its cloak. In that case, I think we can bump it down a little bit like so. Make it almost like the eye is going to be covered. And maybe we can do little blobs of moss all along this little guy. Okay, flip it. And we'll clean up the line work. Make things a little bit more defined. Let's make this top piece actually more of a scarf. Make have part of it peeking out here, and the fabric can kind of come out and layer over, and it can have a kind of pattern as well, and some fringes on the bottom here. Guess that would mean we bring it out here. We can give it these round ears maybe. Now for the top half of the cloak. And I've always liked those little characters that hold little lamps. So let's make a really cool little light for him. I think a little triangle-ish crystal looking one. I think a little diamond looking one might be fun. And we'll give him a little rope and a travel baggie. Maybe a little belt as well. I wonder if adding a little bit of hair might be fun. Or actually no, once I put the like moss on him, I think it'll be cool. Okay, let's start coloring. As usual, let's just lay out a flat. I think we'll use the green. Darken up our line work a little bit more, just so we can see what's going on. We can use this lighter color, do the antlers, make this background a little darker. We can make the light nice and gold. Eye will be red, and we'll just try different bits and places of where we put this burgundy. We could just make his entire base be burgundy, or maybe just his belt maybe, and rope, or no, his scarf. We can make his scarf this color. I think I will just cover these back up in the green, and I think what I'll do is I will take some of these more sub colors here and use it as new tones and textures of the overall piece. I just really wonder what this peach will look like with the skin base. I just wonder what this peach will look like as a highlight to the green base here. And if we don't like it, we can change it. We'll take this yellow here and we'll make it the base. We'll make it the highlight for this green. Blending it in really nicely. We'll make this green the low light of the antlers. This burgundy can be seen in the red eye, and maybe even in the belt and whatnot. And I actually think I do want to see what the base would look like. Very, very dark. I think that's okay. Not as amazing as I would like for it to be, but we can play with that. Gonna take those green tones, use it to kind of highlight the burgundy scarf, blend it in with this kind of wooden holder stick here as well. Use this color here as a highlight on the light. Maybe even add some of the red tones to this cloak here. Maybe it can be like a leaf cloak of sorts. Some red tones on the scarf as well. We'll use the burgundy for some shadows. I think I've gotten to the point where I want to merge all my layers, and I do want to add just like a bunch of more, and I do want to add some more texture and leave some more texture here. Thicken up the lines a bit. I think I want some more of the green kind of poking out here, and make a little spot for it right along here and here as well. Go ahead and color that in, add some shadow and texture, and clean up these lines here. I feel like it could almost use a little bit more detail, like more information of what this is made of. We'll do some leaves sticking out, but not too many, just enough to show people. Definitely add some definition to those details. I guess I'm feeling very fall-like right now as autumn is strolling in. I think I do want to add just some more use of all the colors. So I'm gonna add like a patch of the yellow and the peach down here and see what that looks like. I feel like it might brighten up this monster we got here anyways. No, I think that might take away from the light. Even though I would love to have it, I don't think we can really incorporate it there. I think we could probably add some nice textile work though on the scarf. Actually, the yellow looks more like a highlight, so let's stick to the reds and the green and the more peachy orange and see what that looks like. Okay, and lastly, we gotta do some highlights, of course. Maybe we can do one on the eye, but let's just see what that looks like. It's not bad. Of course, we'll do the light. Maybe even outside the light, we can have little dots and lights and whatnot. Bring that to the center. I feel like we could. This is it with a little bit of multiply layer. Let's see what it does for the lamp in terms of highlight and the staff, and right along the cloak here. Make the background really dark, and we can make the shadows really exaggerated, but do I love that? I mean, it's pretty nice. And I think that light should actually be coming from the other side, of course, where the light is coming from. We can even use that peachy color right along here. We'll do one more multiply layer. We'll only have that on the other side of the character. See what that does. This just adds so much more dimension. And really, I do just love glowy lighting like this. Okay, and last but not least, we're going to add a slight glow to the light itself. And we can leave it more, I guess, circular like that, or we can do a little bit of blurring as well and give it some add glow characteristics. Okay, I will stop myself there, but this was so much fun, and you can see it at FUMIBEAN ×2.